So today I'm going to give you a quick video on the importance of custom fitting. So I have got a Srixon ZX7 iron. I have got a Diamana 60 regular flex shaft, so quite a lightweight regular graphite shaft. And then I've got a Modus 105 steel shaft. Now that's more the spec of what I would typically use. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit 5 shots with that. I'm going to swap over and I'm going to put the Modus shaft back in, and I'm going to hit 5 shots with that. Okay, and I want you to see, or be able to see, the difference in the importance of shaft. It's going to be exactly the same head, we're just going to change the shaft. Okay, so if we move over to our TrackMan numbers, what we will see is you actually won't see a huge difference in terms of how far that club goes or how fast that club actually travels. So we can see down here that with the Diamana graphite shaft, we've got a carry of 157.6 yards with a club head speed of 80.8. If we quickly flip to the Modus shaft, you will see carry jumps up to 158, club head speed of 81.5, so hardly any difference at all. Okay, the biggest difference comes is when we actually start looking at the spin. So with the graphite shaft, which as I said was quite light, certainly a little bit too light for me and probably a little bit flexible to me, what we actually see as an average is 8 degrees of spin axis. So there's quite a strong draw on that. So we can see on these two screens here, we can actually see the shape of that shot, starting a fraction left and moving further left. And we can see it on this side of the screen here in terms of how far offline that has actually become. Once we put the shaft in, which was more suited to my game, what we actually saw then, as I say, these two numbers here are quite similar. A very neutral spin axis, okay. Backspin a little bit lower because the shaft is a little bit stiffer for me, but as an average, we actually see our ball finishing more on target, okay? So not everything about custom fitting is about distance. A lot of it, especially with irons, is more about consistency, and it's trying to find the shaft which is suited to your game. So the two clubs we tried had exactly the same head, but we just changed the shaft. So we can see here clearly the importance of that shaft. A shaft that's too light and too flexible has actually seen me hitting quite a strong hook, and a shaft which is a little bit stiffer and more suited to my game actually saw a pretty much dead straight golf shot, finishing just a little bit left of target.